how do the youth in Kenya, for instance, how would they foster justice in the 21st century? How would you, as a Kemu student, foster justice in the environment in which we live? Number one, you must always seek truth under any circumstances. So the first ingredient for justice is truth, whatever it is. Even though we disagree on what that truth may be, to the full extent, as much as possible, within your powers, always seek truth. So how do students ensure that there is justice, say, for example, in the electoral process? By registering as voters, by becoming active in the political process, by agitating for change, by making sure that only winners are declared as victors. In my time, we used to do this as a duty. We did it every day in my time. I know many decades later, many of you are not as politically active as we were then. What I will tell you throughout the world is that the youth is the engine of change all over the world. Because you are young, you have the most active brain and body, you are stronger than the average citizen because you are young, you have advantage of age because you have more years to live, you have a stake in what the country becomes in a few years because you are yet to marry, to have children, to have a future, to have the basic necessities of life. So it is in your best interest to take part in the political process. That's the only way to secure it. And if you do that, you will ensure that justice pertains in electoral processes, in governance, in all spheres of life. Be innovative. Be creative. Look at your environment and see where you fit and how you can transform it. And you can transform any condition. If I didn't know what I was talking about, I wouldn't be here today. I looked at the environment in 2021, 2022, and I'm already locked outside the country. I analyzed these people. I looked at Ruto, I looked at Raila, I looked at Uhuru. I said, no. The only way I go back to Kenya, I defeat Uhuru and Raila together. Then I will be back in the country. And we did. If I had not taken an active part in the political process, I believe they would have won. And I would have been locked out of Kenya for good. I would have died abroad without coming back to my country. So no matter how little you are, no matter the modest abilities you have, it all adds up. If I am working with him, it is just the two of us. We may not get results. But if all of us were doing the same thing, moving in the same direction, if that door was locked, we can break it through. So who turned against whom? I remained exactly where I was. I resisted Uhuru throughout until we defeated him on August 9th, 2022. Didn't I? Who ran away from the resistance? It was the coward at Kamkunji Park today. It wasn't me. And had he done what I did, he would be president today. What a fool. He left all his supporters. He betrayed all of them. He did not even say, I want electoral justice, open the IB servers. He could have demanded it as part of the BBI, as part of the handshake. He could have said, Uhuru, I'm supporting you now. Open the servers. Let me see what happened. Make sure the IBC is reconstituted before elections are called for 2022. Did he ask for that? Did he say during that time that Chebukati must go so that when we come to new elections, a new chair is in? No. He said, because of deep state is supporting me and the system, I'm going to be president whether I win or not. And I told him, my friend, you're a fool. There is no system and deep state that is going to turn 20 million votes into 100. The votes will be the votes. The swearing of the people's president was correct. The court said the same. They told everybody, Miguna was right to swear him in. There was nothing illegal there. And I listened to the court. They know, I know. As a lawyer, I can commission any oath I want. As long as you say, I, Abdi Jose, swear that this is true. I say, so help you God. Yes? Okay, sign. And that's what I did. I'm not the one swearing. He's the one swearing. Isn't it? So they knew that if they took me to court, I would call Raila and say, my friend, who took the oath? Was it Miguna or you? Who wanted to be president? Was it Miguna or Raila Odinga? Who vied for 2017 presidential election? Was Miguna on the ballot or Raila Odinga? Case finished. Instead of facing me with those three questions, they shipped me off to Canada. And today I can tour Meru, and yesterday I was in Taita Taveta while he's crying at the Uhuru Park. That is why I am correct in analyzing politics. I have never been wrong on this. In 2007, I was right. I supported Raila Odinga and he won. Everybody knows that. Even Kibaki knew that. And he accepted that Raila won. That is how come he agreed to a coalition government. Why would you have a coalition government if you won legitimately? It was not done because 1,000 people had died. That's wrong. That is false. Kibaki got himself sworn in at night when he knew he had lost an election. So I was right in 2007. I was right again in 2017. Except that my candidate turned into a despot. I voted for Uhuru Kenyatta, he won. I mean, if he lost, we want to see how he became president, right? In 2017, I said Uhuru lost and Raila won. Didn't he go for handshake? If I was right, if I was wrong, why did Uhuru handshake Raila Odinga behind my back? Because he knew he was a legitimate president. In 2022, I supported Ruto. He won. So therefore, Miguna is always right.